Hi everybody, what is up? I am back again. My name's Gregor Scott Petrie, and today guys, well basically, in this video, I like to show you my entire DS collection. So, basically when I was a lot younger, I used to play Nintendo DS games back in my school, right? I mean, I was kind of like, what, 6 or 7 at the time, I think? But I could be wrong. So, I think it was, like, what, when I was in room 7? About a while back ago. About, I don't know, about like a long time ago, I guess. So, anyway, and I did remember one time when I was over at my work, right? And one of my friends say, yeah, have a quick game. So that's what I did. So I decided what if I get my own DS console for myself? So I bought one on Amazon I bought one from Amazon for like £47, and it turns out I got the Nintendo DSi console, which, oh, excuse me, that I've got. So anyway, so here's the DSi console itself. So you've got the camera, and you also got this little stylus right here, which, so yeah. So you also got you got the right and left buttons. So, and you also got the charger cable right here to plug that in. So here we have the X, Y, B, and A button. You got the start and select button, and you got the left, right, up, and down buttons as well. And there's also the power button right here. So I still quite enjoying it. So, yeah, it's really quite good fun actually. So, and you can even take photos of it as well on the DSi. And basically, you can use all different types of filters of it as well. So, yeah, that's basically what it is like. So without any further ado, I'd like to show you some of the games I've got in my collection. I got like, what, a bunch of it so far? Well, I'll probably have to do a recount later on that. Okay, so I'm gonna start things off with right. I'm gonna start things off with Crash Boom Bang. Now, me personally, I was totally bad at this game, right? I think basically what it is in this game, it's all different types of mini games where you had to compete with each other to complete the game or something, but I could be wrong. Now, me personally, if you remember a while back, I did a video of the Crash Bandicoot collection. Feel free to check that one out as well. So, yeah, basically, this game is kind of like a party game. So, I know I'm kind of bad at the controls, to be exactly honest with you, but I'll still have to get around to play that. I'll still have to get around to play that again sometime, I think, but I might never know. So you got the front of the box, which is actually quite good, and you got the back as well, and I'll show you the inside real quick. So inside here, you got the cartridge game as well, and it goes the like every single cartridge games in every single DS games. Okay, some of these I bought from some of them I bought on Amazon, some of them I bought from my local gaming store here in Inverurie called Gamers and Geeks. So yeah, it's actually quite good. I've been there. Actually, I've been into Gamers and Geeks multiple times, I guess. So yeah. Now, next thing I've got is Cars 2, the video game. Now, me personally, right? I absolutely love the Disney movie Cars, right? And I kind of love the second one and the first one. But I still haven't seen the third one yet, but I'll have to get that I'll watch later if I got the time. So anyway, this game features like what, a James Bond theme where you got Holly Shiftwell, Finn McMixell, Professor Zomdat, you name it. So basically, in this game you got full of races. and all different types of missions that you can go to. So it's actually really quite a good game, to be exactly honest with you, right? And I absolutely love the second one and the first one. So yeah, it's really not that bad. Totally not that bad at all. So again, the front of the box can be really good. Same with the back, and I'll show you the inside real quick. So you also got the cartridge. You also got the this card for the for goes in like each console every time I collect them. So now me personally, right? Cars 2 is a really good game, right? And I absolutely love the plot and the details. Same with the first movie, like I'll probably have to give that a watch again sometime. So yeah. Now, next thing I have is, yep, the Simpsons game. Now, me personally, right? I absolutely love watching The Simpsons, right? Basically, this game, oh boy. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some of the levels can be a lot easy, but again, could be a lot difficult. Their looks, so yeah. Again, could be a lot more difficult. To be exactly honest with you. I mean, I got this game same for the PlayStation 2 version as well. So, well, comparing with the DS version and the PlayStation 2 version, basically, yeah, some of the levels can be a lot frustrating. And I literally mean frustrating. So, yeah, some of it might be easy, but hey. So again, you got the characters really good. You got Homer, Marge, the mayor, groundskeeper Willie, basically similar like that. So again, the box details is really good. Same with the back. So again, I'll show you the inside real quick. So features this card inside as well. So yeah, basically the two versions of the Simpsons game can be a lot frustrating, but I think my main advice would be try not to screw up the levels too much. So yeah, kind of learned that the hard way. So kind of a similar like that. Now, the next thing I have is I've got I've got the Penguins of Madagascar and Penguins of Madagascar Dr. Blowhole Returns again for the DS games. Now the first one, it's really a good game, right? Now, the first one is a really good game. But the one particular minigame that I absolutely hate of all is the flashlight level. Basically, what you have to do is to find 5 clues in the dark. Ugh, I spent like a couple of hours looking for them. So yeah, I did not enjoy it. I did not enjoy it, believe me. But more or less, the game is really quite good. I'm even watching the TV show of it, which is really quite good. So yeah, I'm already up to 6008 anyway. So in this game, right? Basically, what you have to do is to fetch the staff, which you have to fetch a magical staff of the lemurs or something, which Dr. Blowhole wants to get his hands on. So I think that's basically what the game is anyway. I think what you have to do is get your team into each goals and uncover Dr. Blowhole's plot or something, but I'll have to give this a, I'll have to give this a good I'll have to give this a good play again sometime. So, and yes, I did see the TV show of it like multiple times, but I'm kind of watching it the second time. But if I'm lucky, I'll probably watch it for the third time at least. So, yeah. Although the first one is a really good game, I'll admit that. But I really did not enjoy the flashlight level. So yeah, it's basically quite good. Yes. Now, the next game I have is Mario Kart for the DS. But I think this one's the United States version of it. It actually plays really well on my DS, actually. So I think this one's the United States version of it. I'll probably have to get a copy of it sometime. Maybe I'll have to get a copy of it sometime. So yeah, it's a really good. It's really a good game, right? It truly is. So I've already completed the Grand Prix like what multiple times, and I'm actually quite really good. So again, you got Mario on the front of the cover, which is really quite good. So yeah, it's actually. I mean, to be honest with you, it's actually not that bad. You know, I mean, same with the back. Like, I mean, yeah. Even though I did show you in some of the, I did show you the inside. Like I said, it comes in basically the DS cards came in each box. You know, so yeah. If I can just hold on for a second. Ah, yeah. So yeah, it's actually not that bad. So yeah. So next thing I have is the new Super Mario Brothers for the DS game. Now, me personally, I did remember one of my chums a while back played this game. I think was like what a while back in my school. So I could be wrong, like so. I have to say this game is really quite good. I mean, yeah, some of the levels can be a lot frustrating, but I mean, hey, well, yeah, it can be a lot frustrating, but I have to say it's quite not that bad. But some of the levels can be frustrating, actually. So the front of the box is really good. Same with the back, like so. I did remember some of my chums playing that, but I could be wrong, like so. Yeah, I mean, I could be wrong, like so. I think what you have to do is go through each levels to rescue Princess Peach. I think so. Although the one particular level that I usually have a struggle with was Bowser's Castle, right? Basically, I had to climb like H to the top of it. Yeah, I did. Fell off like a bunch of times at least. So, well, hey, at least I managed to defeat him in the end. So yeah, it's basically quite good, more or less. Now, oh, delays. Now, next thing I have is you got Sonic and Sega's All Stars Racing. Basically, what it is in this game, it's a racing game. Now, me personally, right? I absolutely love Sonic the Hedgehog, right? Well, yeah. Basically, this game features all types of tracks, like what? Oh, I don't remember actually. So, yeah. Basically, this game is absolutely quite good. You got Sonic the Hedgehog, Tails, Knuckles, Sammy, Shadow, or something like that. Even I got Big the Cat, so more or less, it's a really good game, right? It absolutely is. So now, and again, the front of the box is really good. Same with the back, but I've already showed you the insides in HTS games anyway. So yeah, basically, the first time I played it, well, yeah, it's absolutely quite good to be exactly honest with you, and it's really quite enjoyable. And I'm not joking yet. It's absolutely quite enjoyable. So absolutely quite enjoyable. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know my top favorite racer was Sonic the Hedgehog because, yeah, technically I've already did see the movie a bunch of times. So looking forward to seeing the second one soon, so hopefully I'll get a chance to see that from there. Now, next game I have is SpongeBob SquarePants Boating Bash. Now, me personally, I did see SpongeBob back then when I was like, what, younger, I think? I could be wrong, but now I still have this game similar version for the Wii, which I've already played this like over at my cousin's birthday party once. So yeah, it's actually not a bad game, right? Well, yeah, I already played this game for the Wii over at my cousin's birthday party house once. So yeah. So again, the box details is really good. You got SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward at the front, and basically it's really quite good. Same with the back, and I've already showed you the inside of the box anyway, since I've already showed you like a bunch of times. Now, the next thing I have is Scooby-Doo First Frights. Now, if you remember from the last video that I did, was showing you my Scooby-Doo video games collection, so feel free to check that one out as well. So, yeah. And yes, I do have the same copy for the PlayStation 2, which is it's not a bad game actually. I've already completed this and the PlayStation 2 version. I think what you have to do is complete 20 levels and solve a mystery, I guess. So, it's actually not that bad. So, again, the box details is really good. Same with the back. So, yeah. I mean, it's absolutely quite good. And I absolutely love watching Scooby-Doo when I was a lot younger. And I even got the whole Scooby-Doo Where Are You box set. So, I'll probably have to give that a watch again sometime, maybe. So, yeah, I'll probably have to give that a good watch sometime. So, yeah. So, yeah. It's basically good. It's basically quite good, yeah. So, yeah. Now, the next thing I have is Ghostbusters, the video game. And yes, I do have the same copy for the PlayStation 2, which I'm still in the process with that and the PlayStation 2 for the moment. So, basically, I absolutely like watching Ghostbusters. It's actually quite... I've already seen the movie, twice? And including the 2016's version of it, I think. So, I don't think I haven't seen the newer one yet, but I'll have to give that a watch sometime, maybe. So basically, in this game, you have to play like several mini games and catch ghosts at the same time as well. And yes, I still got the remastered version for the PlayStation 4. So, yeah. It's actually quite good. It's absolutely quite good, to be exactly honest with you. Excuse me. So, again, the box details is really good. Same with the back. So, I mean, what can I say? It's absolutely quite good, so... I mean, I did remember watching the Ghostbusters cartoon when I was a lot younger, or similar like that, but about once or twice or something. But I could be wrong, like. I'll probably have to give that a watch sometime. So, yeah, I'll have to give that a watch sometime. So, yeah. Now, and yes, the next two games I have is Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith and LEGO Star Wars 3 The Clone Wars. Now, I got this game similar on the PlayStation 2, which I'm still trying to get the hang of it, by the way. Yeah, it is rather a bit frustrating, but this game's actually not that bad. Well, comparing with the reference to the Game Boy Advance, but this game, it's really quite good. So, yeah, it's absolutely quite good, but I'll have to play this one again sometime. Same with the PlayStation 2 versions if I get the hang of it. So, This game is not that bad, so yeah. Well, actually, the box details is really good. Same with the back. So, and yes, I'm a huge fan of Star Wars, by the way. So I can't stop. I mean, yes, I wouldn't stop even talking about it or something like that. Yeah. So in Lego Star Wars 3: The Clone Wars. Now this game takes place between two episodes 2, Clone Wars, and episode 3. So I'd say this box is really quite good. I'm still doing the free play version of it. I mean, I've already completed story mode anyway. So it's actually not that bad. So yeah, it's a really good game. I mean, I really love how they take the new characters into this game, like. And yes, this game I bought it off of eBay. So same with like what some of the rest of the games, I think. But I could be wrong. So again, the box details is really good. Same with the back, like so. Yeah, and yes, I'm a massive Star Wars. And yes, I'm a massive Star Wars fan. Even I've seen most of the TV shows at least, but I'll have to give some of them a watch sometime. Now, the next thing I have is Madagascar cards. And yes, I did play this game like multiple times. Well, bunch of times at least. But I think there are some characters like good, are really quite good, like Alex, Marty, Melman, Gloria, King Julian, the Penguins, Simeon and Phil, and there's even 2 bonus characters, Shrek and Bob. So this game is really quite good, and I'm not joking it. It's really quite that good. So what can I say? I mean, I mean, I really love this game anyway. I mean, I think it's one of my favorite ones as well. So again, the box details is really good. You got Alex, Marty, the Penguins, and even King Julian running in the front, and you also got the back with the rest of the gang as well. So I think there's only like what? I mean, I'm not sure how many races were there, but I'll have to give them a recount sometime, I guess. So yeah, it's really quite good. So I'll have to be exactly honest with you. Now, the next thing I have is, yep, I've got Legos. I got Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga, Star Wars: The Clone Wars Republic Heroes, and last but not least, the Jedi Alliance. Now, basically, now Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga, right? It's really quite a good game. So again, I love the way how they play it through episodes 1 to 6, which is really quite good. So it's really quite good. So yeah, again, you got the original characters like Princess Leia, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin Skywalker, the Ewoks, you got Darth Maul, Darth Vader. It's really quite good. And I'm not joking yet, right? I absolutely love this on the DS version. Okay, even though yes, I do even play Lego Star Wars the video game and the original technology for the PlayStation 2, but it's a really good game. And I'm not joking yet. It's absolutely a good game. So, yeah. And again, I'm a massive Star Wars person, so yeah. Basically, this game, it's really quite good. So again, the front is really good. Same with the back. So I'll have to get these films a good watch sometime if I'm lucky. If I've got the time. So yeah. Now the Jedi Alliance, right? I have to say, yeah, it's not a bad game, I guess, but yeah, you had to use the stylus to move your character around. Yeah, some of the codes can be a lot tricky, and believe me. So it's actually not that bad. So yeah, you can even wield your stylus as a lightsaber. So yeah. Oh, excuse me. And it's really quite good. So, it's absolutely quite good. So, you got Anakin and Obi-Wan on the front, when you got Anakin and Ahsoka in the back, and the textures of the gameplay. It's not a bad game, but I'm still in the process with that for the moment. And yes, some of the codes can be a lot tricky. And I mean tricky. So, now, the next thing I have is Star Wars The Clone Wars, The Republic Heroes. Now, this game, yeah, it's kind of similar to Jedi Alliance, but this game, yeah, it's kind of sort of like that. I think it's some sort of, like what? I don't know really, but I'll have to give this a play again sometime. So, again, you got the Cody, Rex, the Clone Trooper, you got Obi-Wan and Anakin on the front, and you got, like, Mace Windu and, what, Dental on the back, I think. So, yes, it's a really good game, right? Comparing with the PlayStation 3's version. So, yeah, it's actually not that bad. So, yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, it's honestly not that bad. I mean, even though I did see the TV show like a bunch of times, I already seen season 7. So, yeah, it's absolutely good. Now, next thing I have is I've got Crash of the Titans, Wally, and of course, Crash Mind of a Mutant. Now, Crash of the Titans, right? It's a really outstanding game, right? And yes, I do have a similar copy to the Wii and the PlayStation 2. So, I did remember one time that my dad was playing it once on the Wii. So, yeah, it's actually not a bad game. So, in my experience, so yeah, basically this game, yeah, it's really quite good, and I absolutely love playing Crash Bandicoot when I was a lot younger. So, yes, I got this similar on the PlayStation 2 as well. If you remember in a few, if you remember a while back, I made a Crash Bandicoot video games collection. Feel free to check that one out as well. So, yeah, it's not a bad game. So, you got the front of the box, it's really good. Same with the back. So, I'll have to give that one a play again sometime. So, yeah. Now, next thing I have is Wally. Now, I did see this movie like what? I did see it once, and I've got the similar version for the PlayStation 2. It's actually not a bad game. So, yeah. I mean, comparing with the DS version and the PlayStation 2 version, I mean they're both kind of all right. So, yeah, you got Wally and Eve on the front, and you also got Wally and Eve at the back. Same with the graphics for the gameplay. So, yeah. So, in the PlayStation 2 version, you get to play mini games and do all sorts of missions along the way. So, yeah, I actually quite enjoyed that. I'll probably have to give that a play again sometime. Maybe. So, yeah, it's really actually quite that good. Now, next thing I have is Crash Mind Over Mutant. And yes, I do got the PlayStation 2 copy of that as well. So I think it takes over from like what? Takes over like what? From Crash of the Titans, I think. But I could be wrong. So I'll probably have a look again. I'll probably have to look that one up sometime. So more or less, it's a really good game. And I'm not joking yet. It's absolutely fantastic. Right? So again, the box details is really good. Same with the back. So, what can I say? I love Crash Bandicoot anyway. So, And yes, I did used to play Crash Bandicoot when I was a lot younger back then. But all the way up to today, I still play it like. So, yeah, it's absolutely quite good. So, I'd say it's really good. Now, I have Phineas and Ferb across the second dimension. I have to say, this game is not that bad. So, I think it's kind of a bit similar to New Super Mario Brothers, but different. Where you have to travel back through the second dimension to collect up gadgets, build gizmos. Yeah, you name it. Where you can play Phineas, Ferb, and you can even play as Agent P. So, yeah, it's actually kind of not a bad game. So, and I absolutely love watching Phineas and Ferb. So, yeah, it's quite alright. So, again, the front of the box is really good. Same with the back. I mean, what can I say? It's actually not a bad game. So, yeah, I even still quite enjoying it. Now, the next thing I have is Yogi Bear, the video game. Now, I did remember, if I do recall a while back, I actually did see this movie once. I'm not sure how did it go like, but it's a really good movie. So I'll have to give that a watch again sometime if I'm lucky. So yeah, I think in this game you'll have to collect like build gadgets, even still picnic baskets. So what can I say? Yogi's smarter than the average bear. So you got Yogi and Boo Boo at the front. So yeah, and you also got the back of it as well. So I think basically what this game is basically you'll have to save Jellystone. I think it is. So I think that's what it's called anyway. So yeah, it's actually quite good. I'll probably see that movie again sometime maybe. Now, the next thing I have is GeForce. Now, yes, I do have a copy of this for the PlayStation 2 as well. It's actually not a bad game. So, yeah, some of the missions where you go undercover, it's kind of like a spy game. So, it's actually quite good, but I'll have to give this film. I'll have to see a film again. I'll have to see this film again sometime if I got the time at least. So, again, the front of the box is really good. Same with the back, like. So, I know you obviously got Darwin in the front. So, yeah, I even though I did see the movie once, so well, obviously I did see the movie once, and it's actually kind of not that bad. Where guinea pigs go undercover as secret agents, so yeah, it's kind of not that bad. I'll have to give that movie a watch sometime maybe. Now, this was the very first. Now, this was the game I used to play back in my school days. Was Herbie Rescue Rally. Now, this game, right? And yes, I did remember seeing Herbie once, right? Back in, like, what? When I was a lot younger, I think. So, it's actually not a bad game, I guess. So, it's actually really quite good. So, yes, I did remember playing this back at school. So, yeah, I did do that, actually. But again, you got Herbie at the front, which is really cool. And same with the back, like. I have to say, it's not a bad game, but some of the levels can be a little bit frustrating. Just to be. I mean, yeah. It can be a little bit frustrating, but maybe take my advice. Practice often makes perfect. That's my advice. So yeah. Now, the next thing I have is planes. Now, if I do recall a while back, right? I did play. Actually, I've already seen planes once. I think. Yeah, yeah. I did see Planes once, and it's actually not a bad film. So it's kind of a similar to Cars, but with planes. So yeah, I think this game, right? You had to feature also do all sorts of races around the globe or something like that, but I could be wrong. So yeah, I think it does include mini games. I think, but I could be wrong. Like so again, you got Rip Singer, Dusty, El Chupacabra on the front, and you got like what? I mean, same with the back as well. But you got Dusty, I think, Echo, Shawnee, I think. Yeah, it's actually not that. It's actually not quite bad to be. It's not quite bad to be completely honest with you. It's really quite good, even though I'll have to watch Planes Final Rescue again sometimes. So yeah, it's actually not a bad film. Now, the next thing I have is Ben 10 Triple Pack Collection, which includes Ben 10 Protector of Earth, Ben 10 Alien Force, Ben 10 Alien Force, Fall Gas Attacks. So it's actually not a bad game, but even though I did remember seeing it once, but again, I'm not sure which year it was, but yeah, I did remember one of my chums saying that he loves Ben 10 and similar like that, but I could be wrong, right? So yeah. So again, this game is really good, which you got the front and you also got the back, like which showing you the 3 games collection. So yeah, I'm still in the process of these 3 games at the moment until well, yes, I think I got the 2 of them similar for the PlayStation 2, and yeah, kind of similar like that. So yeah, it's actually not that bad. Now, the next thing I have is DreamWorks Superstar Cards. And yes, I do play this game like all the time as well. What you got? How to Train Your Dragon, Shrek, Madagascar, you name it. So, where you got Alex, Shrek, Donkey, Bob, Hiccup, Toothless at the front, and you got like Marty, Alex, Shrek, Donkey, and Hiccup at the back as well. And it shows you the references of the gameplay as well. And yes, I do play this game like what, bunch of times? I mean, like what, bunch of times at least. And it's actually not that bad to be exactly honest with you. I mean, it's honestly not that bad. So yeah, it's honestly not that bad. Now, the next thing I have is Sonic Colors. Now, yes, I do have the PS4 version of this as well. Well, actually, the remaster of it. Well, which Sonic Colors Ultimate. Now, this game, it basically features Sonic in an amusement park where it rescues all different type of colorful creatures. So yeah, it's actually not that bad. So yeah, I mean it's not that bad to be exactly honest with you. Yes, I do have a copy for the PlayStation 4, and it's honestly kind of not that bad. So again, the front of the box when you got Sonic is really good. I mean, same with the back, like it's actually not a bad game, you know. So yeah, so yeah, it's actually quite good. Now, I also got Sonic Classic Collection for the DS game. Basically, it features 4 games like Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and Sonic and Knuckles. It's basically like retro games straight from like 90s, I think, but I could be wrong. So this game is really quite good, but yeah, I absolutely love it. Again, the front of the box is really good. mean, same with the back. Like, what can I say? It's a really good game. So, yeah, it's a really good game. I thought I'd just be honest. So, yeah, it's really quite good. Yeah. Now, the next thing I have is I've got Cars the DS game, got Cars Racerama, and yes, Cars Meta National Championships. Now, this game, right? Yes, I do have the PlayStation 2 copy of this as well. I mean, it's not that bad to be exactly honest with you. Well, you got Meta, Lightning McQueen, Chick Hicks. Well, yes, this game is actually not that bad. I mean, yeah, even though comparing with the PlayStation 2 version of it. So, this game, however, it features mini games, races. So the front of the box is really good. Same with the back. So it shows you the graphics of the gameplay video. So I'll probably have to give some of these I'll have to give this a play again sometime. So yeah. Now, comparing with this and the PlayStation 2 version, right? Now the PlayStation 2 version of it, right? Basically, I've already played it like what, once and twice, I think. Well, yeah. The first time I did it, it was like, yeah, some of the levels can be a lot frustrating, but the one thing that's most difficult with is Lizzie's postcard hunt. And I'm still trying to find that last postcard, which is actually kind of a bit like difficult to be exactly honest with you. But yeah, so yeah, I kind of like the. I mean, I kind of like the PlayStation 2 version better, but I also like the DS version as well. But what can I say? But it doesn't matter as long as it's cars. Then yeah. Now, next thing I have is Cars Racerama. Now, yes, I still got the PlayStation 2 copy of this as well. I'm still in the process of it. Which is, the game is not that bad. I mean, yeah. I think it's still got the same characters and different types of tracks and racers, so. Yeah, I'm still in the process in the PlayStation 2 version and on the DS game for the moment, so. Yeah. Basically, it's kind of similar to the first Cars movie, I think, but I could be wrong. So yeah. Now, this game, it's actually not that bad. I mean, comparing with the PlayStation 2 version. So, again, the front of the box is really good. Same with the back. So, yeah. I'm still in the process with the PlayStation 2 version of it. So, what can I say? So, I think it's kind of similar to the first one, which was made. Technically, those two games were made in 2009, which, um, if I don't recall, if I do recall any of that. So, yeah, it's actually quite good. I thought I'd just saying. I thought I'd just put it out there anyway. Now, the next thing I have is Cars National Championships. And yes, I do have the PlayStation copy of this as well. So, what can I say? It's a really good game, right? Well, yeah, some of the levels can be a bit frustrating, but yeah, comparing with this and the PlayStation 2 version, yeah, it's kind of alright. But the DS version, yeah, it features races and time trials, even elimination races, so yeah. So again, the front of the box is really good. Same with the back. So yeah, it's actually not that bad. And actually, comparing to the PlayStation 2 version, right? And yes, I did complete it, but the one particular mini game that I absolutely was frustrating with was Ramon's Rhythmatic level minigame. And yes, it was kind of a bit frustrating. Basically, you had to hit the right buttons at the same time to get in line with the tune. So, yeah. Yeah, it was really frustrating. So, yeah, it really was. Now, these next 5 games I have is actually I'll start with this one. This is Scooby Doo. Who is watching who? And yes, I'm still in the process with this game, so I think I found like what several clues already. I think, but I could be wrong. So I mean, I could be wrong. Like I'm still in the process with this game, so I found there several clues. I even solved 2 cases actually. Still on the third one, but I'm still getting the hang of it. Like so, yeah. So basically, again, you got Scooby Doo at the front, and you got the Mystery Incorporated gang in the back. So I'd say this game is actually really quite good. It really is. So yeah, it's actually really quite good. Now the next thing I have is Scooby Doo. I'm a spooky swamp. If you remember a while back, I showed you the Scooby Doo video games collection. Feel free to check that one out as well. So yeah, and yes, I'm still in the pro. I still got the same copy for this for the PlayStation 2. So yeah, comparing with these two, it's actually quite the same to be exactly honest with you. And come to think of it, it's not a bad game. It's really quite good. So again, you got the Mystery Incorporated characters at the front, and you also got the back, like so. More or less, it's a really good game. I mean, it's absolutely quite absolutely outstanding to be exactly honest with you. I mean, I still enjoy Scooby Doo till today, like. So yeah. Now the next thing I have is Sonic Rush Adventure. Yes, I'm still in the process with this game for the minute. So yeah. I mean, what can I say? I mean, this game is really quite good. Well, yeah, even though some of the levels can be a lot frustrating, but it's a really good game, right? So again, you got the front of the box is really good. Same with the back. So it's actually quite not that bad. So I'll give that one a good. I'll have to give that one a play again sometime. So yeah, it's absolutely quite good. As in, really good. Now, the other thing I have is Shrek Smashing Crashing Racing. Now, yes, I do got the PlayStation 2 copy of this as well. So it's actually not a bad game. Well, yeah, some of the controls may be a bit difficult to control with, but more or less it's a really good game. Now, it features some of this. I mean, comparing with the DS version and the PlayStation 2 version, I think it's quite the same to me, like. So, again, you got the front is really good. Same with the back. I mean, what can I say? Come to think of it, it's not quite actually that bad. So, compared with the PlayStation 2 version and the DS version. I mean, they're just kind of a bit the same. So, yeah, I might be able to play that again sometime, maybe. Now, the next thing I have is Monsters vs. Aliens for the DS console. Now, and yes, I do have the same copy for the PlayStation 2. So, still in the process with these games on the moment. So, I mean, I don't think it's not that bad. Well, yes, some of the levels can be like what a little bit frustrating at first, but once you get the hang of it, then yeah. Well, you got the characters at the front, same with the back. So it's actually not a bad game, to be exactly honest with you. Even though I really did see the movie. So yeah. Now, the other thing I have is Kung Fu Panda. Now, and yes, again, I still have the same copy for the PlayStation 2. So basically, this game takes you like all the way up to China, where Paul wants to become like a dragon warrior. So yeah, even though I did see the movie like once or about once, I think the second one and the third one. So well, again, the front is really good. Where you got all the different types of characters is really quite good. Same with the back. And yes, I already did see the first and the second one and the third one. So, well, actually, sorry for that. Basically, comparing with the PlayStation 2's version and the DS version, I mean they're just quite the same. So, yeah, it's actually quite the same. So yeah, it's actually quite the same. So yeah, it's absolutely quite the same. Even though I did see the movie like what 3 times already. So yeah, it's actually not a bad game. Now, I'll start with some of these. Now, the next thing I have is Club Penguin, Herbert's Revenge. And yes, this used to be one of my Club Penguin. This used to be my big sister's favorite. So, I mean, what can I say? It's not that bad. Well, you got the penguins, you've got the polar bear called Herbert. So, yeah, it's actually not that bad. So, yeah. So again, you got the front of the box is really good. Same with the back. So it's basically like a spy game where you had to think like a team leader and play along as a team. So I think basically that's what it is anyway. So yeah. So anyway, next thing I have is Megamind the Blue Defender. Now, even though I've already seen the film like a bunch of times, so yeah, it's actually not that bad. So again, yeah, the box where you got Megamind Titan at the front, and you also got Megamind at the back. Also features the pictures from the gameplay video. So yeah, I mean, what can I say? It's actually not a bad game. So I'm still getting around to. I probably should get around to play with that again sometime. So yeah, it's actually not that bad. So the next thing I have is Club Penguin Elite Penguin Force. And again, this is the United States version, so I'll have to get a copy of the UK version again sometime. So, yeah. Oh, excuse me. So, basically, what it is, it's basically it allows you to it lets you into the recruitment. It leads you to the recruitment headquarters. So, I think kind of similar like that, where you have to fund the puffles here and there. But again, the box detail is really good. Same with the back. So, yeah, it's not a bad game. It's actually really quite good. So, yeah. And technically that's you and technically my big sister used to love Club Penguin back then. So, yeah. And yes, this was one of my big sister's favorites. So, yeah, Godspeed. Now, The next thing I have is Scooby-Doo Unmasked. And yes, I still got the PlayStation 2 copy of this as well, which I'm still currently in the process. So again you got Shaggy and Scooby at the front, and you got the whole Mystery Incorporated gang at the back. So basically comparing with the DS version and the PlayStation 2 version, I mean they're just quite a bit the same. So they're kind of just a bit the same. Yeah, it definitely is the same. Now, the other thing I have is Alvin and the Chipmunks for the DS console. Well, yeah, I don't think the game's not that bad, but I'm still getting the hang of the controls, so yeah. So again, you got Alvin, Simon, and Theodore at the front. Same with the backline. It features the song track playlist in here, which I'm still haven't got the hang of this game at first, but I'll probably get round to it again. So yeah, it's actually quite not that bad. So yeah. Now, I think the next thing I have is Phineas and Ferb. I think this is the first game of it, but I could be wrong. So basically, what you have to do is in this game, you have to collect all different parts for machinery, more or less. So it also features good mini games as well. So actually, you got Phineas and Ferb at the front. Same with the back. It's actually not a bad game. So you can also play as Agent P again. So you can also find parts to build gadgets, all types of machinery. Yep, you name it. So yeah, it's actually not that bad. I still quite enjoy the TV show. It's absolutely quite good. Now, the other thing I have is Meet the Robertsons. I think I did see this movie once, I think, but I could be wrong. Well, I'll have to give that a watch again sometime. Now, this game where is it's basically like a time travel game where like what? Mr. Robinson gets to meet his future son-in-law. Future son, I think. I could be wrong. So again, you got the characters is really good. Same with the back, So, yes, I still got the PS2 copy of it as well. So, it's actually not that bad. Although, I'll still have to watch the film again sometime. So, yeah, it's actually not that bad. So, yeah. Excuse me. Now, the other thing I have is Wacky Races Crash and Dash. Well, yeah, I'm pretty much bad at this game, but I'm still learning the controls so yeah. It's quite alright, I guess, but I'm still trying to get the hang of the controls So anyway, you got the characters at the front, where you got Dick Dashley and Muttley at the back as well, so yeah. I did remember watching Wacky Races back then when I was younger with my mother. So yeah, it's actually quite good actually. I still even got the PlayStation 2 of the Mad Motors, which I'll have to give that a play sometime. So yeah, it's not that bad. Now, the other thing I have is Ratatouille. Yes, again, I got the PlayStation 2 copy of this as well. Well, comparing with this and the PlayStation 2 version, it's not that bad. I mean, yeah, it's only not that bad at all. So you have to find different types of recipes for the book or helping a young chef how to cook. So, excuse me. So, yeah, it's not that bad. So again, A Bug's Tales is really good. we got the characters in the front. Same with the back. So, what can I say? It's not a bad game, so... Yeah, it's totally not that bad. I guess. It's totally not that bad. Now, the next two I have is Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, and I also got the Winter Olympics game. Now, comparing with these two, right? These two games, yeah, they're okay. So, yeah. Well, this one's the Olympic Games version, and this is the Winter Games, so I kind of got these two from, like... So, I kind of got these two from Gamers and Geeks, same with the rest of the games I bought. So, I think it's kind of like a two different characters competing in the different types of the Olympics, so... Yeah, it's not that bad, like, I'm still pretty bad at the controls at it at first, but I'll seem to get the hang of it sooner, I think. Now, the last two I have is Lego Indiana Jones, The Adventure Continues, and Disney Pixar's Up. Now, Lego Indiana Jones, right? Okay, technically, I did remember watching it back then when I was like, what, younger or so. Yeah, although it was pretty scary. It was pretty a little bit scary at the time, but yeah, this used to be my big sister's favorite as well. So yeah, so it's actually not a bad game. So I think it's kind of similar to the Lego Stars version of it, but I could be wrong, like, but I'll have to give this a play again sometime. So yeah. And the last thing, well, and basically with Disney Pixar's Up, right? Well, yeah, I did see the film of it once. Or twice at least. Basically, I'm still pretty bad at the controls at first, but yeah. I'm pretty much bad at it at first, so again, you got the front of the box is really good. Same with the back, so yeah. So actually, comparing with all of that, I think I've got a ton of DS games in my collection so far, so I'm hoping to develop to collect them more in the future, so yeah. So what is your favorite DS console? So what was your favorite DS console and game back in the day? So if you guys really enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and don't forget to subscribe. And you can feel free to answer this question: what was your favorite DS console and your favorite DS game in your time? So feel free to answer the question in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later next time in the next video. So that's all for me, and keep on watching.